All right, we're live. Haven't done one of these in a hot minute. What's up, guys? Oh. 519 scratch. It's going swell. Just trying to hold out the rest of the month, at least until juniors comes around, because that's really the only thing I'm thinking about right now. So currently I'm just in the process of just finding out what set I want to use at juniors. I got a couple sets in mind. I know me and Trey are going to be using these for doubles, but in terms of individuals, it's either going to be these. Thanks, Peter, by the way. These or these. That's still a 591. Bring out the towel. Because I grind too much and stacking. What's up? Yes. 5:18. It's my fastest time of the month. It's my fastest time in a good bit too. What's up, William? Could really use a 5.0. These are the American ones. Okay, a hot take, but I actually think these are better than the Malaysia Opens. I think they're just a little lighter, and I think they're a little bit more sturdy than the Malaysia Opens. Yeah, they're a little lighter, and I guess that's why they feel pretty cheap. Wonky wise, yeah. When I first started using them, they were very much like I was kind of giving them like the metallic limes treatment, where I just like absolutely despised them. I couldn't get anything like faster than a 6, and then just trusted the process, and sooner than later used these in a comp, got 523. What's up, Peter? Nothing much, just practicing for the Junior Olympic Games in Greensboro, North Carolina on July 26th through the 28th. Yeah, I may switch this out. I may go get another stabilizer. I got slowed down on the 110-1 transition. Still 523. Scratch. Everybody loves Greensboro. It's so bad for me that me and Trey were flying into Charlotte and then driving down to Greensboro. That's how bad flights were for us. Richmond, Virginia. I'm assuming. Are we saying Dalton Poly carpool? See, I thought about Raleigh, but Charlotte was just the cheapest option for us. A Paul and Dolly. A Paul and Dolly parkour. Sounds like a vibe. Oh, I bet. I've never been in Charlotte Airport before, but I don't think it's on any other level than DFW is. I think DFW is probably the worst airport to get in and out of. It's like, if you could like visualize a nightmare, that's probably what it is. I'm only lucky because that's my home airport, so I kind of just know my way around the airport. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of terrifying. Out of GF training. See what the yellow ices have in store. The only thing I don't like about ice yellows is that they're too light on the upstacks, which causes inconsistency. I even slowed down. It was 575. I don't know what the hell that 363 was, but 555. No, not going to do it. See, I almost said that. I almost said that, Peter. All right, I'm going to try a couple comp trainings. I'm going to first start with Peter's brilliantly amazing Arctic foxes. .208 scratch. Okay, Peter, Peter, I'm going to ask you a question. I think you might know the answer to this. So, for example, if I go up to the table and I get ready to do my attempt, is it a scratch if I do this? Because that's the only way I've actually gained consistency in 333. So it's not. Okay. Cool. I will redo that then. See, I feel like I go a lot faster by just doing that alone. 172.1. $166 scratch. $350. $2069. $261. So 2069. And now for the most overwhelming event, cycle. Let me see where you put them. Yeah, I'll find a way. Okay, just a 5-9. That's all I'm going to try and do. $586. $965. I think a 965 could very well comfortably be in top 10, which I'd be happy about. Now let's go to these. I still am, yes. So I'm starting to get the finances all figured out. My dad's actually considering going with me because he has always wanted to go to Switzerland, and I told him about the flight prices, and we're going to try and take advantage of that. So chances wise right now, I'm just going to put it right at maybe, I'm just going to say 50, but more than likely it's going to go up because I'm pretty sure I'm going to find a way to go if it's going with my dad or going with possibly Carmen and Trey. It all just depends. All right. $171.1. $164.3. Oh man. 157 scratch. So 164, I'll take it. Although I do want to beat my 363 or 333 best in comp. I have a 163.4. $2023. $275. The hell? 195 scratch. That did not feel like a 195 at all. So 202. Oh, damn. 569. So that's going to be a pretty good overall. Yes. Not an 8 overall, but still 537.1. Still got one more try. I need a 533.3 basically for .804. Yeah, I know. I should have gone 0.01 faster. That would have been legendary. A 903 overall. So very, very, very good for my likings. So the 9.0 is probably going to be right there competing for podium, I would assume. So I think at least a 9.1 will probably be third. That's what I'm going to guess. All right, let's try ice yellows. .166.8 right off the bat. Pretty good. .166 scratch. If I remember correctly, I think I got 166.8. So I'm going to put that down. Actually, let me check real quick. Yes, 166.8. Okay. Second try. Okay. Yeah, that'll probably just have to be a safety run if I need to. 212. Okay, cycle. I swear, I'm about to buy a sweatband because this hair keeps getting in my head. It keeps getting in my way, and I don't want that interfering with me. So be ready to see me rock out a sweatband. Are these comp trainings basically simulating finals? Yeah, in a way. I'm also simulating prelims as well because of the new age divisions. I just want to just establish base times before the comp. The only reason why I wouldn't use these is probably because of the 6-6 down stack. I fumble a lot on the 6-6 down stack with these, but just they're so light and it caused me to go faster. .646 still somehow. Cool. So 1026 overall. So right now, it's going to be the oranges. It's probably my safest bet too, because once again, I got 523 with them in comp. I'm actually rocking two back to back low 9. No, yeah, at least like a mid 9 overall with these. So all I care about this year is just staying consistent within marquee finishes. So just staying within the top 10. And if I podium, then cool. I'm going to try to get at least a 5.0. Not going to be glossy. The ice yellows have a weird glossy feel to them that makes them hard to grip when they're, yeah. And then when you actually, for me, when my hands get sweaty, I actually find it really difficult just with any set to just be able to let go, because like that's what happened at the Illinois comp. The venue was so hot and there was no AC, no air conditioning whatsoever. So I was just sitting in there having to suffer with sticky hands. And I really hope that, it's tagging on to depending on the venue conditions, I really hope we don't experience what we experienced in Greensboro last time, which was the venue being extremely cold on finals day, because that made stacking really hard because I wasn't really able to warm up as fast as I used to, which was causing my fingers to not be able to like grab on very well. And the cups were just slippery in general. Like I had to use yellow Ians. Those were my best bet. I could have used metallic oranges, but I couldn't because they were too slippery. Like the Greensboro one, for instance. I really hope we don't experience that again. I swear. That was really close. Well, yeah, kind of. But that was still 530. That's actually kind of smart to run because that gets your whole body moving. I might actually try that prelims day, see what difference it makes in, I guess, just the quickness in how fast I warm up. Because for some reason, when I'm at comps, it takes me a lot longer than when I'm stacking at home to warm up. It's very odd. I really do need to fix my 6.6. That's been a problem all day today. I don't even try hard practicing during comps. Sometimes my best of the day are when I get in finals. I've actually never experienced that. I've never actually gotten a best time in the day and fine. Yeah, I've never had that happen before. Even that 523 that I got at Oklahoma, I think I had gotten like a 510 right before SOCs. So Gen 5. I'm about to do the masking tape thing or whatever, the painter's tape, because yeah, probably do. So I'll probably do that. See, the 6.6. The 6.6 really threw me off there because of how chunky that down stack was. Yes, explosion. Where'd that other cut go? Yeah, it's not like horribly broken. Like I could still use it. I'm still gonna switch it out though, but I don't want to go back upstairs and grab another one. There it is. It's one of those cracks that's on the top. Yo, Tim, my boy, what's up? I hope everything's going well for you, dude. Seriously. It's been a long time since we talked. Yeah, it's that one. All right. 5-0. Yeah, I actually, during Worlds Finals, I had actually broken a cup. It was my second attempt. I got a 5.7 scratch. And I guess when I got the 570 on my third attempt, I heard it on the 10. I heard like something, and then I went and checked, and it was the top cup. Dude, for real, we gotta. Well, it doesn't help either that I'm stacking like literally on top of a hard floor, so it's just. I know. Should I? I'm probably gonna have to get a sweatband because once again, I'm trying to grow out my hair, and just this getting in the way is gonna be a problem. Stack Fleet posted on Instagram. They said it was LeBron James and Carson Brown. November. I'll have to see, actually. If so, I'll keep you in touch with that, because that actually might be something I'll consider, because I'm due for a trip to California. I usually don't like to go fast on the 6.6, but that was fast. Oh yeah, I want to hear this. What do you think the cutoffs for the division are going to be, Trey? All right, grabbing out something that brings Dr. Pepper, 0. Actually, I'm gonna here. Dude, I swear I came down late on that timer. I really wonder what that would have been. Cycle SOC cutoff is going to be 5:36.1. Watch it happen. Yeah. Oh. 5:04. Let's go. It's my first 5.0 since, I think, Illinois. I got a 5.06 in practice. That's the last time I got one. Oh, 584.3. What's up, Keck? Keck 16. Oh, I'm very excited because I actually get Daniel York is actually coming in town. So he's going to be staying at my place for a couple days next week. So I'm very, very excited about that. Daniel Dork. It's going to be the first thing I say when I pick him up. Yeah, he's doing intern stuff with a local company down here in Fort Worth. So he's going to be down here for a couple days. If I can get a 4, I'll be happy. Because 4s are not very common around these parts of the house. I only have 3 4s with G5. No, I have 4 with G5, and I got my first 4 with G5 in early 2022. So I've had a 4 for 2 years, and I've only gotten 4 second G5 cycles. The hell? Something literally scraped past my leg, and it felt cold. And I looked down, nothing was there. So I'm go surreal, guys. But I definitely do feel like, though, with G5, I feel like my cycle record with G5 could be better. I think it's just my transitions are kind of ass. So do you know if there's going to be a Cowtown this year? I'm not sure. I would assume not, because if they wanted to do it sometime this year, I think they would have already planned it by now. So I'm going to assume if Cowtown returns, it's going to be next year. How the... I don't even know how that's possible. This is why I didn't major in physics. I just had to take a glimpse of that. I love a lot less. I'm going to make a sign when Dalton does finals. I'm going to be right behind him. And the sign's going to say, it's going to say, I love a lot less. Who is Stack Fleet 2? It's my man, Devin Booker. He got interested when Daniel did his Rubik's Cube thing at the Suns game, and then he showed off his stacking. So Devin Booker's a professional basketball player. Plays for the Phoenix Suns. I do agree. Brunson deserves to be in the Olympics on the USA team. As much as I don't like him for basically wanting to leave Dallas, I still very much like him as a player. Because I think the Mavericks could have very well used someone like Jalen Brunson. That's very true, but Clay's not going to do that with us. Sorry, that was a bird. That's why I went off screen and I covered it. I wonder if I should practice my... I'm going to practice my transitions for relay because I'm assuming, Peter, I'm assuming you'll probably want me to go first or something like that. So I bet you that's what it's going to come down to. It's probably going to be me and then Seamus and then Naoki. No, actually, I don't know. But yeah, we could always experiment with it. I could always go in the middle. Naoki could go first. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to practice. Wait. I'm going to say this. It's right here. See, that's also a problem I have, is trying to jump off too early. And so it causes everything to just like... But at the same time, I've been really criticizing myself for my horrible run backs. Because I do think that 12:33 that we had, I do think that could have been faster if my transition was just a little faster. I definitely do think it could have been at least a 12-2. I haven't seen any activity from her since she went to college, so I'm assuming not. So yeah, I think if she was still stacking, I think she would have gone to Worlds, maybe. I missed it. Great. I'm gonna wear size 15 shoes for that purpose, so I could say I crossed the line technically. Yeah, it's been the same for me. I haven't talked to either Meredith or Timothy Mosher in a long time. I had stumbled across actually Timothy's dad last year. He was in town somehow, and then Meredith, I haven't seen her since Cowtown 2021. So see, like I feel like I'm having to put in too much effort. Well, and plus I'm 5'11", so if I was 6 foot, I think like 6'1" or 6'2", I think it would be easier. Because like for Dalton, for example, getting back to the line, it's light work. And it's almost like my legs to body ratio is like almost like 40-60. Oh yeah, doing it on bare feet. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm putting myself through this, but let's try this. Okay. I hate mine too. They're very inconsistent. Let's see what the JRO's count is at. Because that would be a wait. What was the final count for last year's juniors? We're at 193. No, I think I could still reenact my first ever attempt at doing relay. It was state challenge in 2015. I actually went to Seattle Nationals, and my run up and run back was it was very What's up? It was very much like, I don't know. So I would stand like this. And then when I would see the 110 one go up, I'd go, and then I remember doing that very much so. But I'm gonna go back to, I'm just gonna, for the sake of if I possibly go either second or third, I'm gonna practice those transitions. Ew, that was very much. All right, I'll make it better for you. Where is it at? All right, I'll switch it out with the yellow ice for right now. See, that's the one thing I hate about going up to the table is whenever I run up, I always feel like whenever I take my second step, like I'm like so far away from the table that I have to like lunge forward and like be in a really awkward spot. Like my leg is almost like a 45-degree angle when I'm doing this. If it's normal, I'm like kind of having to reach. But if I come up, yeah, I'm having to like bend my legs. So that's probably going to be going first, but we'll see. Trying to think what my team is going to be. I think it's me. Right now I think it's me, Trey, Betsy, Sarah, and Ian. I think. But yeah, I think New York. My early pick is that New York wins. I think New York is pretty stacked. I wish I understood the joke of there's someone behind me, because I know it's been used quite a bit, but unfortunately, I just don't catch on to the joke. The door cut out and the circle behind it. Oh. Okay. Now I'm catching on to it. Yeah, now it looks like a default profile picture. That actually makes much more sense now. I don't want to overstack, but at the same time, I kind of really do need to practice. Because once again, yesterday was like the first day I had touched cups in like maybe it was the day when I got The cup's in the mail from Peter. So I don't remember how long ago that was, but trying to think what I should do outside of relay stuff. I guess I'll see if I can get a good jump off for first. Bro, I'm gonna have to go back to what I used to do, which is like literally jump over mountains whenever I go back to the table. That's also another thing I used to do. When I turn back, I used to go. But I'd do like this thing. Is there a huge difference between snap tops and Pro Series if there are Pro Series or Pro Series worth investing in? Yes, so there's a pretty big difference to snap tops and Pro Series. Snap tops are going to be heavier than Pro Series. Snap tops have less space inside for air to flow through. So that's the biggest reason why Pro Series are definitely the much more recommended choice for faster stackers, because it just allows people to go faster when more air travels through the cups. And yes, Pro Series are quieter as well. Much more quieter than snap tops. But yeah, I'd say Pro Series are good investing in. Because I think the difference, it's about a $15 difference between getting snap tops and Pro Series, but it's worth the $15, that's for sure. I'm going to practice in 3-3-3, actually, because I kind of need to. So move this back over. This is probably another thing I'm going to do is whenever I go up for finals, I'm going to move my mat as close to the edge of the table as possible. I think that just allows for more flexibility to actually stop the timer. Because I've kind of got to the point where I stop the timer and I kind of just push down. And if I do like that, I really can't do that. Yeah, so like with stacking, It's gonna happen. You're gonna want to muscle through it and see how fast you can go. But I think it really just takes a lot of patience and just. I hate being the one to say that it takes practice because it's like it's such a basic and corny answer, but still, it really is. It's just practice over time. It'll build your muscle memory and it'll allow you to go faster. Like I feel like that's the only way I got to where I am now with 1.3, 1.7, and a 4.7. It's just constant practice. I mean, I've been stacking for 11 years now, so that kind of explains that too. So. And that is true as well. You will occasionally hit roadblocks. I really made it sound like I said roadblocks, not roadblocks. But I've gone through that myself. Like right now, I'm like the last record I've gotten, like all-time record. So that's two pad. I think it was December because I had gotten 172 synchronizing with Peter's 363 160.99, which I still thought I had a 1.6, but I didn't. Because I remember that day I was very hungry for a 1.6 for some reason. What's up, Tyler? All of my two pad records are 4+ years old. Time to get a 4.6, Peter. Wait, what is? Will has a 160, doesn't he? In 363. That's crazy, dude. That's third in the world, I think. Or is it? Yeah, third. Because HJC has 160 on the dot. The dude's crazy. Oh, he has a 1606. Oh, dang. Woo. Right as we were talking about 160s, I get 1607. I really want a 1.5. Because once again, I finally found my rhythm and found my consistency by just doing this. For some reason, it works. If I don't do it, then I just can't stack up 3 stacks of 3 without fumbling. One 159 scratch. Wait, because I know at one point you were. How long did you hold fastest 363 in the US until Will beat it? Yeah, and I know you got that during COVID time. Oh, it was Andrew? But yeah, 2 pad records though. I feel like it's going to be a good little while until I get another record. Because once again, I try to keep my records on tape, and I mean, KSSAs are only the only set for me to go to if I'm like really trying to go for a cycle record. But I don't know. Hello. Remind me, the KSSA limes, are they like the lime flashes, or like what kind are they? Cheetah ones. Oh, those are gonna be the transparent ones, I think. And I hate those. Do I? No. It's the orange ones that I don't like. I'll think about it, and I'll let you know. $162. We're just grinding low 1.6s now. I still love KSSA flashes. Like, I do think that my all-time favorite set, like from any company anywhere, is KSSA yellow flashes. I mean, I think those are the only reason why I have a 4.7, because my fastest time with speed stacks is a 482. And I felt like I was muscling that, the 482. $158 scratch. Who's the other person going to JOs from Virginia? Probably Matthew Hill. Yeah. I mean, he's going to be judging, and then I'm assuming he'll be competing as well. So I like being around Matthew. He's a fun guy to talk to. Okay, so when I was doing New York, New York Minute Relay last year, my team was me, Sarah Raptis, Tyler Hollis, and then that China kid that came over was actually pretty good. I don't know, just being judged by Kaylee was, I don't know. It was very much like, for me, I think it's just, I like being judged by Matthew, even though he's very much like, I mean, he goes by the rules, but he very much, for some reason, when I walk up to the table, it's almost like my nerves go away when he's judging. Matthew judging International Challenge this year made things very real. I don't know how to describe it. Very real, like in a sense of, like, how would you describe real? $1607 again. Like the way everyone was watching, it made very aware of that very. Oh yeah. Now I see where you're going with it. What do you guys think the SOC cutoffs are going to be this year for SOC? I'll start. I'll go mid 1.5. I still think a low 2.0 gets you into SOCs for 363. I don't know why, but and then cycle's going to be a 5.3. Yeah, that is very true. We always overestimate cycle, and then yeah, it's like 2022 juniors. Everybody thought that cycle SOCs were going to be at least a 5.6, and then it ended up being like a high 5.8. Go Javier Reyes, but he was the Javier's the reason why I didn't make a cycle SOCs, but still, I was very, very proud for Javier. But yeah, I actually agree with that though. We always seem to overestimate cycle, and I think it was 2023 juniors. I think we had said. I think a lot of people said a 5.5. I think it was still a 5.5 though. All the notable people in 1922 are going to choke in prelims, and the SOC cutoffs will be more Earl Tom 172. That would actually that would take me back to 2022 juniors. Like seriously, like the fact that the venue being so cold kind of actually put stackers at a disadvantage, caused like podium to be something like out of proportion. Like literally third, and I had like I barely squeezed through a sub 10 overall, and I got third. And my times weren't that great either. It's just like I had a 180, 188, a 214, a 591. I mean, that's very much like base times for me now. Well, 333, not really. 333 is like a mid 1.7 now, but I really do think Will Allen will actually push through this year. I think he deserves it. I do think there is a good chance that we could see an all-Will podium. Like I think it's going to be Pauly third, Will second, and then Orel first. That's what I think. Can't get out of the 160s. I think that this year top 10 is going to actually be insane. I really do think so. That if you want to get top 10, you're going to need at least like a 9.8. That's what I think. 9.8, 9.7. Because I think there's just so many stackers that have potential this year going that top 10 is going to be like once again for me. I think top 10 is going to be an accomplishment. What's up, Tay? Well, and I think trying to remember what my overall was at Worlds, because if 983 was 10th and I got 5th, and I thought I had like a 970. Let's see. That's crazy. I don't even remember what I got. Let's check this out. Oh. I didn't think I stacked that good. I thought I remember having a 9.7 overall, but it was a 959. I guess that 5.7 came in clutch. Peter, are you gonna still use the mints this year? Or are you gonna grind a different set? Dalton, your Florida boy, Wyatt Langford is going off for us these past couple weeks. I'm about to get a Wyatt Langford jersey. He's gonna be our best hitter in a couple years. Slugging wise, I think he's gonna be our best hitter. That'd be funny. Like if his name was Wyatt Green. Yacht Wing. But no, Dalton, I really hope Wyatt Langford can pull through and have a really good second half, and then hopefully be back in the Rookie of the Year talks. Because he's been really good defensively, and once again, he has a red hot bat right now. I bet you it's from the Texas comps that have been happening this year. It's really like it's crazy how many Texas comps there's been this year, and actually the attendance of those comps. I mean, the Forney comp still had, I think, like 200 stackers this year, which we haven't seen that. I mean, outside of Southern Regionals, that's the only other tournament that I've seen those numbers in Texas. That's Yeah, for Texans, it requires a flight. I'm telling you, I almost got to a point where I was just gonna negotiate with my parents and see like if they were gonna allow me to drive, because at that point, I mean, flights were just they were just not fair for us. I mean, the flights were almost $600, which for me, that's actually the cost right now for round trip flights to Switzerland. So that's once again, that's right now the biggest reason why I'm considering going to Switzerland, because I would spend $600 any day round trip internationally. I would do that. Caden, if I heard you yesterday, didn't you say that your flights were like $100 something to get to Greensboro? If so, you are hella lucky. Yeah, 169. That's actually that's got to be nice. Once we're having to fly into Charlotte. That's the only way we were gonna save money. Just fly in with Trey, Carmen, and Jimmy, and then just get a rental car, drive from Charlotte to Greensboro. An hour and a half is it's nothing for us, because I mean we've driven to Dallas so many times. It's like we're used to the drive now. That's basically what Charlotte to Greensboro is like. It's like driving from where we live to just on the eastern side of Dallas. Like when we went to go do me and Trey went and did a demo at the in downtown Dallas. It took us about an hour and a half to get there. It was for like a back to school gig or whatever. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm anticipating next year's juniors that's going to be the juniors where it's guaranteed to be 200 stackers. I wouldn't doubt it. If we can see that tournament go to 300, and that's with Texas stackers being at least like 100, and then like I don't know, but if we can get up to the 300 number, I actually wouldn't be surprised with how fast Texas has made a comeback in stacking, because there was a point in time where stacking in Texas was kind of dead, where it was very much just me, Trey, Betsy, Sarah, Nathan. That's about it. And then curriculum started coming around post-COVID. All right, I'm not gonna over practice, but I'll still stay on and chill. Just talk about stuff. Mine's like a 4.4. It's not good. My transitions in the 9 cycle are pretty trash, especially the going from the 6.3 down stack to the 1.7.1. It's a pain for me. I really still do think that we should have like some sort of freestyle as like an actual WSSA event. If anything, it would probably be 9 cycle. Yeah, it's very annoying. Because like for some reason with 9 cycle, like I can't like rhythmically like just stack the same than like, oh yeah, it will. Rapid fire. I remember in 2020 when me and Andrew were just like, we had pretty much put that event to bed. Well, Andrew did, but because I don't think anybody's gonna beat I think it was 0.76 that he got, which was I still remember when I got 0.78. That was I remember that. I think I remember I kept on trying to go for rapid fire. I think I ended up getting like I don't even remember what I got. But then I know it was like a point. I think it was like a low point eight. But just Andrew was better. I think my record for 363 down stack is I think it's like a point. I think it's a point 60. No. I'm stupid. That's my 6.6 down stack, not my 360. My 6.6 down stack's point 60. My 360 down stack, I think, is like a 0.66 or 0.65. I still remember there was a point in time also in 2022 where I was grinding 6.6 down stack with supers. It was the strangest addiction that I had, and I'm getting like a point 0.6. I think it's like a 0.69 with supers. But super excited for juniors though. Very much excited for juniors. I have a feeling this is going to be one to remember. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And I do think I think the host hotels too, I think are much more convenient. I'm very happy with where they're located because um, they put you right by the mall. So that basically has everything. That mall is actually really, really good for what it has. So yeah, so but we need to have Peter put another review down if there's no swimming pool. That still is probably the greatest review of all time that I've ever seen. It's the review that pretty much canceled Wyndham Garden. Yes. Wait. Yeah, it was that year. No, dude, that late night doing that last night, or not last night. That good old time that we had down in the practice room. I don't know. That was the most. I really enjoyed that time that we had, just kind of just mingling in the practice room. Got to know you guys a lot better. But yeah, we grinded the hotel room, helped you guys clean up. That was fun too. But no, I do think out of the yes, we yes. And I've said it before, I hate Greensboro. That's just one of the worst locations that I've seen juniors stumble across, but we find a way. We find a way to make Greensboro fun. It's so inconvenient that Greensboro doesn't have a international airport. It's just a regional airport, and with regional airports, the prices are going to go up just to get there. But oh yeah, and this will be the last time it'll be in Greensboro for 4 years. So wait, no, because 2028's Baltimore. When is it going to be in Greensboro next? Because it's Houston, Des Moines, Houston. Wait, no. Wait, it goes Houston, Des Moines, Houston, Baltimore, Greensboro? I didn't know that. It's very interesting. I didn't know that. Because I had seen part of the new rotation of cities, but I didn't see what 2027 was. I'm very I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna be going to that one. I'm very worried about Baltimore and where it's gonna be. I don't know, just Baltimore's kinda sketch, in my opinion. I don't know. No, I will never speaking of Baltimore, I will never forget the time when my parents had the audacity to tell me that we were driving to Nationals 2016 in Baltimore. I will never forget that. That was the longest 3 days of driving in my life. Well, I didn't drive, but still. That was the longest 3 days of my life. Just that felt like forever. Well, no, I take that back. It wasn't 3 days. It was more of like 2 full days because because it was a Saturday, Sunday tournament, and I remember we had left Wednesday night to drive there. Yeah. We had left Wednesday night, and it was, like, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock when we left. Drove the whole day Thursday, and then drove most of Friday because we didn't get into town until, like, Friday night. So, yeah, 2 full days. I think it's for me, it's, like, 21 hours of driving, which is I did that once also for, Virginia Beach. For some reason, my parents back then, they were just very much opposed to flying. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was so special about driving, but yeah, drove to Virginia Beach and we drove to Baltimore. Never doing a road trip like that again. I'd almost also for Greensboro, I almost committed to taking a Greyhound to Greensboro because once again, if because it wasn't until Trey and Carmen brought up the fact that they were trying to look for flights as well, and they had offered me to fly with them, and then they would allow me to drive to ride with them in the rental car. It wasn't until that it was either that or I took a Greyhound because I wasn't paying $575 for flights. that's not worth my checking account. It's not. And besides, I mean, even if I would technically be allowed to rent a car, but I'd have to pay like loads of fees just because I'm not old enough to legally rent a car. Well, not legally rent a car, but just still. Because like for young drivers, I think it's like an extra like I think it's like an extra like $30 a day. So with the whole trip, I think it came out to like $150 total in like young renter fee. And I wasn't doing that. It feels like a scam. I've never had to pay for a rental car. I've had to rent a car because of my car being put in the shop, but that's just because my insurance covered it. Um, but yeah, I've never had to pay for a rental car. And I almost did it when I went to St. Louis with Dalton and them for that hybrid comp, that cubing and stacking comp. Almost rented a car, but then Ubers were just more worth it because and also I wasn't gonna Uber from Charlotte to Greensboro either. That's just one, I don't think anybody would do it, and two, that would probably cost triple digits just one way. That comp went that yeah, that St. Louis comp was so fun. I really hope Lisa tries to do that again because yeah. Because I remember that's the only reason why I started going to Cuban comps was because you were going to St. Louis, Daniel was going to St. Louis, but then there was a Cuban comp at that time, so that's when I was just like, you know what, I've never been to a comp, might as well try it out and see how I like it. And ever since then, Cuban comps have been one of my favorite things to go to. Although I may not be the greatest of the pack, but I usually only go to really watch my times improve. Still don't have a sub 10 single. That's been my like 3x3 goal for a couple years now, is a sub 10 single. Doesn't help that my OLL kind of sucks and my PLLs, I don't know G-perm. But yeah, and also with bringing it back to Switzerland, I think the only reason why I'm also considering Switzerland is because that would be the only thing I'd have to like actually fly to. I wouldn't have to pay for flights to Houston because I mean a 4-hour drive is pretty good. But yeah, that's really the only flights I'd have to pay for is those. G perms are bad but so useful. Yeah. I for some reason I just can't pull off the finger tricks. I can't double flick with my left hand or like my left two fingers. I also can't do double D flicks with my for A perms as well. I really gotta fix those. Um, but yeah, I've been grinding clock though because I mean I feel like I'm pretty decent for where I'm ranked in my state. I mean, I'm able to I'm able to consistently make finals now at a regular Texas comp, and Texas comps can be pretty competitive for cubing. So, but yeah. All right. I think I'll end the stream here. Had this stream go on for about 2 hours now. So, uh, thank you guys for joining the stream. I'll definitely do another one of these. This live stream actually had a good. This definitely had a good outcome. Actually, I was very happy with this. So, I will definitely do another one of these. To any of you that are on Discord right now, I'll probably be on there in a little bit just to chill. So, thank you guys. I will once again before I leave, I do have some stuff that I need to. I do need to upload some stuff. It's World's Finals. I'm gonna upload my Illinois prelims. I'm probably not gonna upload my finals because for some reason, I didn't record my cycle finals. But I'll definitely upload my Illinois prelims because there's something to go along with that. And then I need to upload my Oklahoma comp as well because that's where I got my 523, and so I need to, because the only place that I have the 523 at is it's either on the Sports Stacking Facebook page or Stackfleet, but I'll probably make a montage with that stuff. After I upload that, I'll probably do another stream. I'll probably do a stream next weekend, probably, because I work all week this week. So yeah, so talk to you guys soon.